So pretty much this is what it looks like. This is what Windows 10 looks like, and I'm pretty much going to revamp the whole thing and make it look like Windows 7 again, but it's still Windows 10. So we're going to remove all that bar there. We're going to get the run bar back. We're going to get the MS config back, and we're going to also speed up the computer in the process of the loading zones and stuff like that. So follow this step-by-step tutorial on how to pretty much just change all of this to back to Windows 7, but keep Windows 10 as an operating system. And I kind of fixed my display problem, even though when I hit identify, it still identifies this as 1, but I can drag images across screens this way for some reason. If I put it this way, I don't ask me how, and I actually have to make this one my main. So I have to make 2 main, and then I can move stuff across. Don't ask me how I can do that, but for some reason it worked but went backwards. So I'll flip back to that other screen once we're done doing this. I'm pretty sure this was... Okay, so this is the old task manager. You know what? We're just going to double click and put them right in here. So all links will be in the description for all these things here. I'll make a folder for them and upload them. You will need WinRAR. Okay, allow. I don't like that noise that it makes when it does something. Is there a way to like also mute that? I mean, it's not a system sounds thing because I have it already muted. Treat as allowed application. Oh, it already did it. So you pretty much just run it and it automatically already does it. Cool. Now I can actually see, and now it's not all laggy. The other one was laggy. Of course, I didn't show you what the other one looked like. It was garbage, complete garbage, and it had more options to it, but I don't know. It's just complete garbage. I didn't like it, and I just wanted to go back to the old one. I usually have the old one about, let's see, that big, so then I can, and sometimes I have it stretched out so I can see what I'm doing here. And then we got, you know, all these other programs. So far, what I've seen is I'm actually using the same amount of memory as I was before, except now there is no SV host eating like 200 megabytes of data. So I think we're good. I think we're good with that one. So we're just gonna delete this from here because we already have that on in the back here, and then we're gonna do this one, which this one is supposed to be the MS config. So we're going to install MS config. I have no idea if it's making that noise again. My headset mutes. Anyway, there we go. MS config. Delete that. We just installed the MS config. So now we got this last one called, I don't need to put it in here, but Classic Shell. And there's going to be a more tutorial after I do Classic Shell. It doesn't really matter. So you'll get this thing that says run anyway. Again, we got more allows. So we're going to install Classic Shell. So make sure that's closed and make sure this is closed, because we don't need those two. We don't need these two apparently. So okay, so next. Okay, cool. Finish. Don't know what just ran right there. So okay, here we go. So this is it right here. So we want to go to, apparently I was supposed to go to, oh cool, installed my bar at the bottom here. Replace the start button. And I'm pretty sure it was one of these ones. And I think we might not be able to do that. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think that will work. Okay, so you right click on the little start menu button, hit settings. Okay, so the advanced buttons area, we're going to go to skin. Apparently this needs to be Windows Arrow. Menu look. Oh, shoot. I can change the start button, like the size of the start button. There we go. Okay, so you want to switch to this right here. You want to hit run. If you guys didn't see what I was doing earlier, I'll just quickly show you guys again here. So this is this. Of course, to get to that, you need to go. Oh, and you can actually switch back to the default settings. So, and to enable the Cortana thing, you just go show Cortana icon. No, not icon. You show the box. I mean, not there. There's the box. We don't need the icon. So there's the box, and then we can just revert back and forth between these two things. There we go. And then we're going to hide this again because we don't need that. So we need to go here and we're going to type REGEDIT. Right. Okay, so we'll get a screen like this. And of course, HKey local machine. We want to go to software. Now we need to find policies, so P, policies, there we go. Microsoft, and then Windows. Apparently this makes it so that your computer will load up quicker. We're going to right click, add new key. Let me just copy it here. We need to right click, rename. Paste this in here, personalization, apparently that's what it's called. Right click over here again, new, D-word 32-bit value. We need to right click, rename, paste no lock screen in, like just how you see it right there. Okay, so double click on it now, and you'll see this here. And the value should be 1, and that's pretty much it. You're done with this setting. You're done with this. You can just all put it all away, and we're done. We pretty much just turned 10 into Windows 7, pretty much. On this setting here, you need to go into Settings, System, Power and Sleep. And make sure these are on never and never. Additional power settings. You go over to here and you drop down. Actually, make sure it's on high performance if you're using a desktop computer. And there's some other settings that I'm not going to show you. But what you want to do is you want to choose what the power buttons do. Click that one. So when I press the power button, hit sleep. When I press the sleep button, you sleep, whatever. So what we want to do is we want to click right here, and we want to make sure this is check marked, that is check marked, and just save that all, just like that. Close that, close this, and I think we're good to go. Well, and just to show that msconfig does work now, msconfig, we will load it up, and msconfig works again. Yay! And we can just, click advanced options right here. Of course, my computer doesn't want to run correctly. we aren't loading up with all the processors and maximum memory. Cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to probably unselect some of these items here, like uTorrent, that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Classic shell needs to be ran every time it starts. We don't need GeForce Experience. We need this one. I think that's it. And I will be back with another Windows 10 video very soon.